Bangalore in southern India is home to some of the biggest names in technology, an attractive destination for many of the country's brightest graduates. Microsoft's just one of a number of international tech companies which has a huge presence here in Bangalore. It came to India in the 1990s, part of a wave of firms who moved to the city and gave it its nickname as India's Silicon Valley. But it's not just the big firms who are making the move east. Increasingly, more and more young entrepreneurs are shifting to India.
India is definitely not for the faint of heart. Anybody who comes here will know within 1 month whether they're going to be able to stick it out for years or whether they're going to be home.
Meet Valerie Wagoner, an American in India. Born and raised in California, she came to Bangalore from the original Silicon Valley in the US.
Who would you want to target?
Valerie used to work at eBay but moved to India 5 years ago and has started her own tech business. Back home, more than half of the startups in America's Silicon Valley were founded by people who'd arrived from other countries. Now, in the reverse, people like Valerie are migrating here with their ideas.
Till date, there are too many businesses that have been successful at innovating in the West and exporting to the East and other emerging markets. Yet there's so much innovation that can happen and needs to happen in these local markets.
Yeah, say that again. Shikrat.
Sean BLAGSVEDT's another Californian. He used to work for Microsoft. His startup's an online jobs portal for lower middle class Indians, which he founded with fellow American Veer Kashyap. Bangalore was named one of the top 10 places in the world to start a business by Startup Genome, a research project based in Silicon Valley. So what is it about the city that's attracting some of the brightest talent here from overseas?
Any idea you can have in Silicon Valley, chances are there's 20 other people that are simultaneously going after that same idea. And also the marginal utility is also getting smaller. iPhone 4S versus iPhone 5, right? Whereas many of the opportunities you see here are much more fundamental. How do we get credit to people? How do we establish a unique identification system? How do you build the first marketplace for informal sector labor?
And for some who've come here, it's a changing society which is opening up other avenues. Adam Sachs recently moved to Mumbai from Manhattan. Today he's getting to grips with an age-old tradition, buying fruit as an offering for the annual Ganesha festival. He started a dating website in New York for Americans, but found that India, where dating before marriage is becoming much more common, presented him with his opportunity.
We were growing moderately, but then we'd go back and look in our Google Analytics and see how the traffic was doing, and we would see India glowing green, saying there are all these people signing up and using your site in India. And at first, it was so literally foreign to us. We had never been to India, and certainly had never anticipated that this would be successful in India. But little by little, consistently, not only did we have the traffic, but it was growing. And so eventually we made a call that we should start exploring.
For many moving here like Sean, India's become more than just a business adventure. It's here Sean met and married his wife Archana. While the US economy slowed in recent years, India's has grown. And this has led many Americans to come here, not just to make money, but to make a new